Hello everybody, welcome back to the Igor editor. Today I am this is part 2 of the capturing or taking captives, whatever, capturing targets, whatever I named the capturing enemies. This is part 2 of that, and I'm not going to be going over all the stuff I did last time because that was pretty crazy, and there's a whole video for that. This is pretty much going to be building on that a little bit. I'm gonna be doing two things. I might end up doing a part 3 to this video because right now, in order to have the target be set to captive mode, we just have to kill these 3 guys. And that's what happened for the first mission. But the 9th mission, Blue Storm, there's a lot more going on. I can show you right now. I should have all this saved. Yeah, mission 9. Basically, there are no guards to the officer. Yeah, he starts right here, and he has a bunch of waypoints that run all over the place, and there's like several counters. Let's see if we can. Yeah, officer, no surrender again. Set officer counter to 0. Russian officer guy within 10 meters of. There's a lot of stuff going on with when this guy is able to be set to captive mode, and it doesn't involve killing guys, I don't think. I haven't looked into it at all. It seems pretty complex. So as of right now, I'm just going to focus on if you were to kill like a set of guards before. And you could also do much more simpler objectives, like you get into a set zone, then he turns on the captive mode, but there's a lot of going on with that 9th mission stuff. But anyway, what we're going to do is we have to add another objective in order to fully, have this make sense. But we're going to basically make it so we can kill these guys, get the objective, capture him, bring him back to the extraction zone, and then have him just stay there. So then we can go complete another objective. And then I'm going to make it so it has to be a required objective. Like, technically, we're going to leave everything the same in the objective check. For the most part, we got to change a timer and a few stuff, but it'll still technically be optional, but instead of an end mission timer that takes you directly to a victory, there's going to be 2 more blocks, and it's basically, those are going to be checking the target captured counter, and if it's at 0, in other words, if he's not captured or he's dead, you'll fail the mission. If it's at 1, then you'll win. So it's just a little bit more complicated, a little bit more stuff to throw on there. And then I think I added this after I recorded the first part. And this is basically, if he dies, register mission failure. So you don't really have to decrement the counter because it's a mission failure. It'll just fail outright. I think I did that here. Captive. Oh, yeah, I had both of these. I had the objective that failed, and then I had a timer because, I had this with this. So the objective would be marked failed, and the mission would fail at the exact same time, so it's kind of like you can't tell what the hell's happening. So I put an extra timer in that fires, and then this happens. So it's a little bit more spaced out. But when he dies, mission's failed, and the counter goes to 0 just in case some weird shit happens. But anyway, after all that, now we're gonna start. And the getting the guy to stay in the zone is incredibly easy. All you do is you tell him to panic. And it's literally 1 trigger, 1 response. You don't have to do anything else. So the trigger event is proximity actor. The actor is the captive actor. The location is your extraction zone or whatever zone you want to bring the guy to. Range 10 meters as usual. Then the response is panic actor. The actor is captive actor, and that'll basically make him get down on his knees and put his hands in the air. And he will not follow you, and he won't be active anymore. So he's technically dead when he flees. Technically, by the game's measurements, he's not active, so he's dead or fled. But the counter's not going to decrement when this happens. It'll only decrement when he's been killed. Which fleeing and killing, it's not considered active, but the game does differentiate between being killed and being fled. So that's all you have to do to get him to stay in the zone. But as of right now, as soon as you get him back to the zone, the mission's over. So in order to have that make any sense, we'll add one more objective, which it's just another simple kill objective, or it could be move to a certain zone, which would just be a actor proximity, and then you'd set the platoon to the player's platoon or whatever. Pretty much similar to the extraction zone type thing, except you wouldn't have an objective counter requirement. Like if you wanted to do something like Mission 6, where you go capture some intel in a house or something, you could have a zone. In fact, I'll do that right now. Yeah, we'll have this be going to this table and picking up some documents. I'll add the objective first. Secure document. Fuck, did I spell that right? No, I didn't. Documents. J. Secure documents. So that's basically just gonna like go walk in this house. And to do that, we will just place a zone right there, right by that table. Kind of stretch it out so it just like that. Documents zone. Oh my god, I spelled that wrong again. Documents zone. And now we just have to script it quick. Okay, so oh, and when we do this, we have to raise everything. We have to raise all the objective counters for the extraction objective and the objective check by 1. But yeah, it's not hard. We already have everything in place. So documents secure. I just can't spell. I did the same exact thing. Documents secured. Trigger proximity platoon, player platoon, location, document zone. So any member of player's platoon within 10 meters of the document zone, that's going to go off. And we don't have to get everybody there, like for the extraction objective. So that's all you really need to do. And then the response is going, oh, I forgot to add a timer. Oops. Yeah, we need to add a objective complete timer. Well, we don't have to, but it just makes things a little more easier. Professional, I guess. Oh no, create. Do documents complete timer. There we go. Documents secured. Timer set. Documents complete timer. Go off in 3 seconds. Documents complete. Timer expired. Documents complete timer. Objective complete. Secure documents. And counter increment, objective counter. There we go. That's all scripted out. And now, since we just added one objective, we have to go to the extraction thing. So now, instead of completing one objective, we have to kill the guards and take these documents. Because we basically want the mission completed before we get back to the extraction zone. So we go back in here to the whichever continue if you have the objective counter done on. Edit that, edit the query, go to value 2, bump that up to 2, and then for the objective check, you do the exact same thing. Instead of having that equal to 2, because this is all of the objectives, this is the kill guards, extraction, and documents. The extraction was just the kill guards, and now documents. So we want the objective count to be up to 3, and the extraction up to 2. And now when we go back in here, we should be able to kill the 3 guards, get that objective, capture this guy, bring him back to the extraction zone, not have that objective go off, have him stay there though so we can go freely do whatever we want, and then walk into this house, get that objective, back to the extraction, mission complete. So that's all you really need to do for that. The hardest part of that is really just scripting one more objective. Like you just add a flee command when he gets to the zone. The target gets to the zone. So we'll do this again, and then after this, there's just a few more things to script with the, making sure that it's a required objective while still having it fire after everything's complete. So it's optional, but not optional at the same time, at least based off the scripting. Ah, jeez. There we go. That's the position I usually go to. Oh, shit. Nice. There we go. And now, oh yeah, now that we bumped up those objective counters, when we go back here, we're not going to be able to complete the mission. Yeah. So now I have to run up, get that guy, we'll bring him back, and then technically it'll be complete. Well, it'll technically be able to be completed once we get him, because again, we have that target captured counter that goes up to 1 as soon as we initiate the escort. And I think, yeah, I have mission failed. A mission fail scripted as soon as I kill him. So I guess I'll demonstrate that. I'll just walk up and shoot him quick. Failed. Target has been killed. Mission failure. Right. Here we go. And now, when the actor gets within 10 meters of the zone, he will do that. He will flee. That's considered fleeing. It's more of a surrender, but the game calls it fleeing. And now, the target captured counter is still at 1 because he's still alive. And if we shoot him now, it's a mission failure. So, yeah. But now we can walk around. If we had an objective like way the fuck somewhere else in the map, we can go do that without worrying about him getting himself killed. And we'll go do our last objective. I wanted to do that. I wanted to do this just because I already did a simple kill command or objective, so I might as well do another one. And as soon as we go here, Do I have to go here? There we go, okay. Yeah, that zone was kind of awkward, but definitely got to be in there. So we secured the documents, did whatever we needed to do. And now when we go back to the extraction zone, return to extraction, capture the target. There we go. There we go. Pretty simple add-on to all that whole mess last video. It wasn't too messy. It just when you go that deep into shit, it gets a little, your brain starts to melt. But that's how that's done. And now if we want to have it so that if we don't, so not what we want to do now is if that target captured counter is not at 0, is not at 1. So if we haven't captured him and we kill these guys and we do this and then we go back, we want that to fail the mission because we want him being captured to be a requirement. So we just need to add, I think we need to add a counter again. No, not another counter. We need to add a timer. We need to add a target captured check. This checks the if he's captured. So add that, a target captured check. And then a mission. This end mission timer is going to be your mission complete timer. So we want to add a mission failed timer because that's one possible scenario. The other possible scenario other than mission complete when we do our thing. So 2 timers, a target captured check timer and a, where is it? Mission failed timer. So now we go to the objective check. And here we change the end mission timer because we don't want the mission to end immediately. We want the target check timer to go off. So you change your what would end your mission. You're gonna change that to checking the target, and that'll be 1 second because you want that to be done quick, and you can have the other stuff be 2 seconds each. So now, after we get up to 3, it's gonna check. Set this to check, and we're gonna script this now. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have a couple separate things here. Oh, hold on. So new, target captured is mission complete, and then this is going to be happen when the target captured check timer expires. So once that objective counter gets up to 3, it's going to go off in 1 second, which is going to trigger this. And then we're going to do a you might not need to do a block preserve and block remove in this, but we're doing a continue if after this, so I guess you might as well do those at the beginning and end just to be safe. So block preserve, then you do a continue if, edit, compare integers, edit, query again, get counter, target captured counter, if that's equal to 1, then this is going to set the end mission timer or mission complete timer in 2 seconds, because you can have a 3 or whatever. I'm setting it to 2 because it takes 1 second for this check thing to go, and then just 2 seconds for this shit to go. And then I'll just add a block remove. I don't know if you have to do both of these for this, but Every time I've seen a continue if, these things are with it, so might as well. So that's just one extra step in having it fire at the end. So that's if he's captured, and if he's not captured, it's pretty much the exact same thing. Target not captured equals mission failed. And this is the exact same thing. Timer expired. Target captured check. Block preserve. Continue if. Edit query. Compare integers. Edit query again. Get counter. Target captured counter. And instead, you want to just leave this at 0. And then we set the mission failed timer. Have that go off in 2 seconds. And then block remove. So it's basically the same timer has 2 different possible triggers to it. One continues if the target captured counter is at 0. In other words, if he's not captured. And then the other is if it's at 1, so if he is captured. And then after that, one fails, one completes. So in other words, it's now a required objective, even though it doesn't have to be completed in the objective check menu. It's just a little bit extra step to make it, to have it fire after everything, but still be required. So there you go. And now we have to script what happens when that mission failed timer goes off. Mission failed. Timer expired. Mission failed timer. Declare mission failed. The target has not been captured. And now, if we were to kill the guards, go get the documents, then return to the extraction zone, that would trigger the mission to complete. Well, that would trigger the objective check to go. But then after that extra scripting we put in there, it would then check for that target captured counter. And since we didn't capture him, it would be at 0, which would allow the mission failed version of the trigger to continue, and we fail. So we'll do that quick. And this could end up, screwing with your mission if you accidentally walk into the extraction zone, but
word just came down from HQ.
I mean, the extraction zone is usually kind of like out there a little bit. If you're making like an actual mission, I can't imagine it's incredibly easy to walk into the extraction zone. So now we'll do this the exact same way, except we won't run all the way up there this time. I kind of suppressed this guy, so it might take a little bit. Might take just as long. Oh, never mind. There we go. There you go. That objective completes, and we'll just completely disregard that guy. And I'll just quick save right here. Secure documents, and now when we run back to the extraction zone, we'll get the objective for return to extraction, but the target has not been captured, and that'll register a mission failure. And just to make sure everything works smoothly, which it should, I'll just go up and capture him again and just make sure it completes. So there you go. That's two little additions you can put on. And we still have the fleeing thing on, which is, I mean, that was literally one block, one trigger, one response. The hard part of that was like just scripting an entire other objective, so that's incredibly easy. But I might do a part 3 to this. I don't know about that. I might that mission 9 stuff seems a little complicated. I mean, it's probably not as complicated as, you know, all this stuff I already have scripted, but I right now I have no idea about that. But you can mess around with it doesn't have to be killing guards in order to set the guy on captive mode. You can move into a zone, you can mess around with counters and shit like that, and I guess experiment with stuff. But that'd definitely be helpful to know. But I'll look into it. I mean, I'll probably figure it out eventually, but we'll see. So now, return to extraction. He went into flee mode, capture the target. Mission complete. There you go. Entire mission complete, and the other one would have been all failed because I didn't capture the target. There you go. So that's just a couple little additions to the entire capturing enemies script, and this entire video is in addition to the capturing enemies video, which right now it looks like I'm about 10 minutes shorter. But yeah, and I guess I did a little different objective. I don't think I ever scripted something like that before, you know, something like mission 6 where you have to go on to like a specific zone, a tiny little zone to go capture documents or something. And in this game, this is specifically a mission editor, not a map editor, so you can't like place buildings or tiny little things, which is, you know, it's a little unfortunate. I mean, you can make maps, but I don't know how the hell to do that, and a lot of the programs for this game are so old that good luck getting to work on Windows 10. But I mean, getting Sapien and all that stuff to work for Halo 1 is possible, but I don't know about this game. I've looked into a lot of that stuff about map making and shit like that. There's not much support for this game. I haven't found any Igor videos on YouTube at all. I found one basics video that I had to download. It wasn't even on YouTube or anything. So, yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, that's all that. Not nearly as crazy as the previous video, which is nice. But yeah, if you have any requests, I'll do my best to look into it. By now, I've covered quite a bit of stuff. Quite a bit of complicated stuff, too, that those demo charge and anti-tank rocket requirements were pretty crazy. This was really crazy. This is the most complex I've done so far, but yeah, if I think of anything that I really want to do, I'll probably just do it randomly, but have anything else, I can probably try and look into it. I might not be able to do it. I'm pretty much just I'm just looking into all the other missions and just copying, reverse engineering and copying what they do, and then doing it in a version like this just to make it understandable, which, to be honest, that's the only way I know how to do that. There's not much help for this. But yeah, if you made it here, thank you for watching. If you watch any of my other stuff, thank you for watching that as well. And I will see you in whatever I decide to do next time. So thank you for watching.